Hey guys, the mighty CB here with you again. Got asked in the comment section from the last video we did on the Alameda County Sheriff Model. Wanted to get a bit of an update on the model. So this video is going to cover pretty much the model in its entirety, and you can hear the frogs croaking. I apologize for that, I could hear them croaking there. So this is the Alameda County Sheriff Model. You would have seen the last live stream that I did like a few years back when I was covering this model, and since then a lot has changed in regards to the channel. Obviously, since leaving DOJ and not really doing much roleplay at this time. The model though is still intact. It's gone through a bit of wear and tear. As you can see, there's a bit of a scratch mark on the front windscreen. That was because I kind of made a mistake and had to re-glue the spotlights when they fell off, and upon doing that the glue actually damaged the plastic, so that is a permanent damage. So I can't actually get that out because I've scratched the plastic. AG Customs couldn't repair that, unfortunately. The other thing you would have noticed in the last video that we did on this particular model was the fact that the rear light on the back of the model, the red and blue, was not working, and that has since been fixed. The model had to go back to America to get repaired, but since coming back, now one of the amber lights are not working in the traffic advisor, which kind of sucks. This model's has gone through a bit in terms of transportation and that sort of stuff, and she's very delicate. She's a very delicate model. The light here on the ram bar is a bit loose when you touch it, so she doesn't really, we don't really move it much anymore. She really stays put where she is. Other than that though, she's absolutely immaculate, and I thought we'll just go through a more updated, more in-depth coverage of this model, show you what it's all about, and give you a bit of a glance as to all the features. So we are going to do that, and starting from the front, we're going to go into depth on the model for you. I've basically set it up so that the 9-volt batteries now are on what's called a 9-volt battery eliminator, which is essentially a 9-volt battery that gets run down through the back, right down here to the power point, which is actually just a USB port that runs into the battery emulator, which then runs the 9-volt battery, which is really, really cool. So what I can do is I can press this button, and I've got it set up in timers now. So as you can see here, the little stand lights come on, which are LEDs, and times throughout the day these turn on and illuminate the model, which is pretty cool. So I've got those set up with all different emulators, as you can see here. I've got 2 at the moment. I could get a 3rd one, but there's no need, since this one here, this cord that you can see down the bottom here, does the traffic advice, does the side runners, which is this long length of lights here, which unfortunately it does not come on. You have to press a switch for it to turn on, which is kind of like a saving the battery sort of thing when we constructed it through AG Customs. So unfortunately they don't come on automatically. You've got to press a button in order to activate them. Then it's not a saved feature, which does suck. Anyway, let's get on to the nitty-gritty parts of this model, go in depth for you, and really go into the detail that we've gone into. So on the front, you've got your classic grille mesh Ford logo. You've got your 2 dual siren boxes right there, ready to go. You have your Satina decaled push bumper, or as they say in America, your standard ram bar. Got your 4 LEDs on. You got your 4 LEDs on the top here, your red and blues, which alternate red and blue on the front. On the side, you've got the same as well, Satina logo there. The Satina logo, you can just make it out. This is the new iPhone 15 Pro Max, so it's not the best when you got the light shining on the information there, but it's basically just the Satina stickers. Your red and blue lights on the side as well. Your wraparound ram bar, which wraps around the side. Down the bottom there, you got your fog lights as well, which are red and white and blue and white that flash. And that's pretty much it for the front. And you got your lights as well, which have your steady burn lights, and your red, your white wig-wagging lights, and your white headlights. Coming up your bonnet, going into the windscreen, you got your dual spotlights, which are pretty cool. Coming to the side, you then have your red and blue mirror lights that flash. Red and blue, these are kind of like the intersection lights that flash. To the side of that, you got your Safari Sheriff. I don't know what this Safari. I don't know what the fuck that is. This is not a Safari. Your Sheriff Alameda County decals. You got your Sheriff logo there in star on the side of signals, and then your logos. Coming up to the inside of the model here, as you can see, you've got your pretty cool cargo organizer ready to go there with your handcuffs and stuff. She is very dusty inside the model. I don't know the last time I even dusted this model out. You got your computer, and we've got a rifle on the side there, which normally sits in the middle in the compartment, but it keeps moving because it doesn't stay still. You got your computer in there as well, followed by all your controls and stuff for your radios, etc., and your lighting. And obviously then you've got your speedometers and all of that sort of stuff. Coming up inside the model, you can see your radar boxes and your cones and stuff for your radars, which are pretty cool. And all those light up as well when the lights turn on, which we'll do in just a moment for you. Coming up to the roof, your full roof light bar with your two lights that face forward. These are your steady burn lights, which I'll show you shortly. You've got your stump antenna box there as well, just to add a bit more realism to the model itself. Multiple antennas scattered around the roof. As you can see, I had to trim them down and cut them so that it would fit in the box and the lid. More antennas, ALPRs, and that is it. Coming to the side, your 911 sticker, DUI enforcement, hence why this is your ALPRs on the roof, because it's a DUI enforcement vehicle that I've kind of made this off of. On the light bar as well, you do have your little black strip here. That is purely to replicate the real life emergency vehicles that have their brackets that secure the light bar to the roof. DUI enforcement, your breast cancer awareness sticker, which is there as well. And that's pretty much it. If we come to the back of the model, you've got your Alameda County Sheriff, your Sheriff's Office stickers. Alameda County Sheriff is what that says, as you can see there. My name on the back as well. Heaps of lights, and don't mind the top here. Don't mind that mess. I glued it because when the lights weren't working, I tried to glue it and see if that would stop the lights from not functioning, or help them function. It just made a mess, so I fucked up the back, and that's my apologies. And then that's pretty much it. So I'm going to go into the lighting of this model for you now, and cover all of that. Show you what this model is capable of doing at night. And pretty straightforward. You come down here, press a button, and your lights come on, which is pretty cool. So right here and then you have your steady burn lights, and you have your spotlights, and I've got your ALPRs, not ALPR, sorry, your takedowns and your spotlights on, your dual steady burns, and I have got the side alley lights on as well. All of these can be turned off individually if you want to. As in the last video, you can see I was flicking the switches on and off, and you can change which light you have on at a time. I'll turn my light off here so you got a bit more visual. I don't think I can turn off my my torch. What I'll do is I'll cover the torch and burn my finger instead, because that's sometimes the way to do it. And I'll try and see if I can flick some lights off here to show you what we can do. So as you can see, I turned off majority of the lights. So if you want to, you can just have your rear traffic advisors on. If you want, you can see them flashing on the back there of the model. And if you want to, then you can have your daytime running lights on. You can have those off. You can have your spotlights on if you want, or you can have them off. You can have a left alley light on, which is hard to see, or you can have every single light on. If you want to just do that as well, you can. Coming to the emergency lights, we'll go ahead and turn those on for you. Emergency lights are pretty much just as standard. They pretty much flash. And I'm going to cover up the light here so you can see it. So you got your red and blues wig-wagging. Same down here with your fog lights. Wig-wags in the headlights that flash. And that's pretty much it. You can see all the lights flashing around on the model, which look really, really cool. So this is a quick overview, obviously, on the lights of this model. The inside looks really cool. Your computer lights and all of that light up as well. And if we turn the model to the side, we've got some more lighting to the back as well, which I'll cover up my camera light here so you can see a little bit better. You've got some lumber plate lighting and some lighting on the back of your reverse lights and all of that. One of the traffic advisor lights on the back does not work. That is damaged. So other than that though, she's pretty good. She's still functioning, but she stays in that case most of the time, and I never really bring the model out because she's so delicate. This is the helicopter as well. Flywing V3 Airwolf helicopter. Really, really cool. I should do a video on that for you guys at some point too. And yeah, that's pretty much it. What I can do for one is I can show you the the running lights, the side lighting here. This is going to be purely for our side runners. I apologize for my voice. I'm doing this at like 11 o'clock at night now, this video. I don't know why I decided to do that. It was such a dick move, really. Let's see which button it is that we want. That one there, I think. I think I plugged it into the wrong switch. That would be right. I do that every time. Let's plug this back in to here. I must admit, these eliminators are really cool. It's a good way of actually getting your 9-volt batteries to work. And just be able to plug them in via a USB port, which is really cool. They're expensive. I got these through American Store. I don't know if they're even still doing them anymore, but these are really cool features to have if you want to be able to control your lights with just a USB port. It's pretty cool. And I can come under here, flick the switch, and there's your side runners there. You got different light patterns. I kind of stick with that one. It's kind of a bit more realistic. That's your side runners. They're very, very bright. Like, my room is now lit up. This is what my room looks like with the lights, and you can see it's lighting up my entire room with red and blue lights. My neighbors are probably thinking there's an emergency happening in here, but the whole roof's lit up. It is super bright. You have no idea what it looks like in person. It is very, very bright, and it looks super cool as well. This model really does stand out at night time. It's very impressive. And yeah, that's pretty much that, guys. I'm burning my finger covering this light up. So if you have any questions, drop them in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to answer them. This is not for sale. I've had this for almost 3 years now, 2 years. So she's doing well, still holding up. Bit of damage, but that's just due to general wear and tear, and just, yeah, she's Asian. But other than that, very good model. Very impressed. Until then, we'll see you next stream or next video. Take care. Mighty CB out.